Hey y'all, it's Saturday. So I still have not finished. I spackled the wall. You can see those. I think you can see them. Let me see if you can see them. The light is kind of shining. You see all those white spots on the wall? So I spackled those. I just have to sand them, and then I'm gonna start cutting in with the paintbrush. But I took a nap earlier because I was tired. And then I just had the urge to go out. So what I went for I didn't get, but I was in Ross, as you guys can see. And remember I told you when I was redoing my closet that I needed the matching velvet hangers that have the clips for my skirts and my for my skirts. So they had packs of 5 of them at Ross for $3.99. So I got 2 packs of those. And then I just went to Wawa and got me a peach tea because I love the Wawa peach teas. They're so good. And I got a sandwich for dinner and some chips, which I'm not supposed to be eating, but whatever. So I'm about to eat that, and then hopefully, I did clean the kitchen, but then I made sausage and eggs this morning. So I need to clean those dishes. But yeah, I'm about to eat some dinner, and then I think I'm going to convince myself to start on this wall, since I told you guys that's what I was going to do. So yeah, this has been a lazy Saturday. I haven't done much at all, but I'm so glad that I found these because I did not have to order them on Amazon. Like, that's perfect. So, and I think 10 will be enough. I don't have that many skirts. And my pants, I just hang, you know, on the regular hangers. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do. And I watched Power this morning. I don't know if I told you guys that. That was excellent. I was in there screaming. Yes, 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 because I won't give you any spoilers, but it was good. Y'all should watch it. If y'all don't watch it, it comes on Stars. But yeah, it was really good. So that made my morning. That'll be my Sunday morning ritual. And I bought some paper towels finally because I had been living without paper towels for some reason. I don't know. I ran out like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and I just never went and got any more. So while I was in Home Depot today getting other stuff, they had these for $1. So I just got a couple of these. So I'm going to put that on there. My sister came over and my mom came over last night. And my sister washed her hands in the bathroom and she was like, oh, can I get a paper towel? Pass me a paper towel. I was like, I don't have any. She was like, what? I guess that's something you just assume everybody has, but I need to go to the store bad. I still have not went grocery shopping at all. I'm still eating out every day. Horrible habits. I had McDonald's earlier. Horrible habits. But I'll talk to you guys later. Maybe once I start doing some of the wall, I'll show you guys. Of course, I'm going to actually film a DIY tutorial video for you guys too. But I just wanted to show you guys that I got these. So happy about them. So yeah, and $3.99 was a good price for only 5 of them because I paid $10 for 25, but they didn't have the metal, you know, clips. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey y'all, it's the 4th of July. Happy 4th. It is 12:56, so almost 1 o'clock on Wednesday, July 4th. I literally laid in bed until about 12:15, and I did not feel bad about it. I was tired, so I stayed in bed. Now I'm working on this wall that I told you guys about. I have puttied the wall with the little holes. I don't know if you guys can see the little white spots. I puttied, I sanded, and then I painted around the perimeter of the wall with the paintbrush. So now I'm going to get my roller and do the first coat. And then I'm probably going to get in the shower and head over to my mom's house. I think they're going to cook out today. And either do the second coat when I get back. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably do the second coat because the second coat is so much easier for me than the first coat, just because I feel like you're halfway there. So yeah, half the battle today was getting up, taping the wall off, and getting the paint bucket opened because I have a 5-gallon bucket of that gray paint from my old house, and it's really heavy. It's not heavy anymore because I got my basement painted, and then I did the accent wall in the eat-in kitchen area, so I've used a lot of the paint, but prying off the lid is very hard. And when I used it to do the accent wall, I was able to just unscrew the little cap on it, but I guess the last time I used it, the cap got stuck on it. I guess the paint dried or something, I don't know, but yeah, so I had to pry the top off the 5-gallon bucket, and I did not have like a tool or anything to do it. So, and I got my nails taken off on Thursday, so I'm trying not to break my nails, even though I already broke my thumbnail on my right hand. So that took me a little bit, but that's half the battle. So I'm gonna paint this first coat and then get in the shower, because I'm actually hungry now. I guess it's 1 o'clock, that makes sense. So I hope you guys are having a good 4th, and I will check in later. I'll see if I can vlog a little bit at my mom's house to see what they're doing. They're probably getting a pool or something, so I'll probably bring a swimsuit just in case. And my dad said they're gonna throw some stuff on the grill, so I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Good morning, y'all. It is Thursday, July 5th. As you can see, I did not make it to work today. I'm tired because I was up almost half the night. Let me tell you guys about what happened. And I swear to goodness, this is a true story, and I'm not making any of it up. So yesterday, I told you guys I was about to paint the wall and then get dressed and go to my mom's house for 4th of July. They cooked out and everything. People got in the pool and stuff. So I slept until about 12:30 just because I was so tired. And then I painted the first coat on the wall, did some laundry, lay back down. Long story short, my mom called me around probably 3:15 and was like, hey, where you at? Like, come over, you know, we're almost done cooking, whatever. So I laid down for about 30 more minutes. And then I let Lady outside. I brought her back in. And then I got in the shower. So she was like roaming around the house when I was getting ready. So about 4:30, I came downstairs, grabbed my purse off my island. I didn't go anywhere in the kitchen. I just grabbed it off the island, went straight downstairs. Lady followed me downstairs. I go into the garage. I let the door close, and I remember turning around and making sure the garage door closed, because sometimes, excuse me, it gets caught on the little piece that the lock goes into in the door, and you have to like actually move that out the way because it's loose, so I have to tighten it. But this time it actually closed all the way. I looked at it, and then I opened my car door to let Lady in my car and for me to get in before I pressed the button for the actual, you know, door to rise, the garage door to rise. So we go to my mom's house. I come back around probably 9-ish, 9:15-ish. Push the door for the garage door, push the opener for the garage door to open. Everything's fine. I pull in, get out the car, and the garage door leading into the house is open. Okay, open. So it's like propped open. So all I have to do is push it and go in the house. So I was like, this is weird. Okay. So I checked the basement. Everything's fine. Looks the way that I left it. Y'all know the basement is a hot mess right now. But there was nothing. I didn't see anything. I checked the utility closet. Nothing in there. Nothing in the foyer area. So I was like, okay. So I come upstairs. And as I'm I had brought some of these drinks home and some waters home from my mom's house. So I'm putting that in the refrigerator. And also, I packed a lunch for work today. But I didn't go to work. So I was putting that in the refrigerator. I heard Lady sniffing at something on the floor. I turn around and there's a puddle of blood. No lie. A puddle of blood. I'm going to insert the picture so you guys can see it. See, I told you I wasn't lying. So there's a puddle of blood on the floor. She's sniffing at it. So I start screaming like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? So then that scares Lady off. She goes. So I'm like, okay, this is crazy. So my friend who lives 2 doors down, she ironically was texting me during this time. I was like, hey, something's weird. What are y'all doing? So her and her husband come down, Justin, and by this time I had only made it on this level. I'm still standing in the kitchen like looking at this blood. I sent them a picture of it, and then I was like, something is up, something's going on or whatever. And they were like, yeah, that's kind of weird. So they came down. Justin takes a butcher knife and a heavy wrench and goes upstairs. And they're checking everything upstairs. I'm cleaning up the blood. And I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, where is this coming from? And so there was nothing upstairs. So long story short, while they were there, I ordered an alarm system. Like, I'm not playing no more games. I was just like, I need an alarm system now. Like, this is crazy. So I ordered an alarm system. It's supposed to come in 5 to 7 days. We'll see. But anyway, and it comes with a free security camera that's hooked to the alarm system. So I have a camera that was facing outside to catch the cat. But I also just brought the Ring 2 doorbell. So that's going to serve as the outdoor camera because it's going to send me an alert when there's motion, like, outside my house. And then I have the one that I got off of Amazon that I'll probably put on this level. Just leave it on this level because it's not going to trigger the alarm, but it'll send me a motion alert. And then I'll probably put the alarm camera on the basement level because I think that triggers the alarm and it's recorded or whatever. So whatever. So anyway, I ordered that. That should be here. So they leave. And then we were just trying to figure out, like, it was definitely blood because when I wiped it up with paper towels, it was kind of brown on the paper towel, but it was red. You could see on the floor from the picture. So in certain areas were kind of drying up when it was thinner, where it was thinner, but the bulk of the puddle was still wet. But then you also saw tracks leading from the puddle to the dining room rug. And then I saw like a couple tracks on the rug, and the tracks weren't like human tracks, like big feet or anything. They were like really small, like they could have been paws or something. So I was like, I know this blood didn't come from Lady. Like, first of all, she's fixed. Second of all, that was a lot of blood if she did cough it up. Now, she did throw up upstairs yesterday, but it was not blood. It was like water, like clear or whatever, from her drinking her water too much, too fast. It just came back up. Well, she does that all the time when she gulps down her water. So I was just like, this is just crazy. So then I texted my mom. Of course, she's panicking. She's calling me. So everybody's still at my mom's house. So I guess she told everyone. And they're like, yo, get the F out the house. Come back over here. Like, my cousin Brandon, my brother, like, we're on our way. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, why is there blood on the floor? So they're trying to, like, everybody's trying to rack their brain about where this came from. And I was like, okay, get down. I was like, okay, even if it came from Lady, let's just say Lady threw it up before I left. And I didn't go. The blood was in between the back wall of cabinets in the kitchen and in between the island. So I didn't go over there before I left the house. I just grabbed my purse off the island and went downstairs. I don't know. But even if the blood came from Lady, which that was a lot of blood to come from Lady. Lady's little. Why was my garage door leading to the house open? And I know for a fact that door shut. Like, I know for a fact that door shut. So that's kind of weird or whatever. So of course everybody's first reaction was like, call your husband because he must be playing games. Call your husband because he must be playing games. So I call him. I'm like, listen, what kind of shit you got going on? Like, what's going on? Excuse my language. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. That wasn't me. Like, but that sounds crazy. You need to get out the house or whatever. So I'm like, no, it's fine. Like, you know, Justin and Kiera and everybody was over here earlier. So that was fine. And then my mom's like, you already got clothes still over here. You need to come over here. I said, well, my alarm system ain't coming for 5 to 7 business days. She was like, well, you need to be staying here for 5 to 7 business days. But I was like, no, I'm cool or whatever. So that was just a weird thing happened. Number 2 from being here. Like, living on your own is like crazy. Like, a puddle of blood. Like, I was like, who is trying to kill you? Of course, my cousin Courtney is like, oh, nah, B, somebody trying to kill you. They leaving you hints. So yeah, that was just really, really weird. And I took a picture of it because I was like, nobody's going to believe me. So then, like, my brother and cousin were trying to figure out. They were like, that doesn't look like human blood because human blood coagulates and stuff like that. And this didn't look like it had done that. But it was definitely blood because it was kind of brown on the paper towel. But, it was like a deep red on the floor. So I was just like, it definitely looks like blood. So then they were like, well, did you have red wine? I was like, literally, I've not been to the grocery store for 2 weeks prior to me leaving for the DR. Like, so there was nothing in the house to cook. The only thing I had been cooking was eggs and, the sausage links, which I made over the weekend. But that's the only thing I cooked. I've been eating out. Like, you can check my bank statements. I've been eating out like crazy. Like, so I was just like, this is crazy. Like, what the heck is going on? And they were like, okay, you didn't have any red wine. I was like, no, there was literally nothing to drink. My first meal yesterday was at 6 o'clock when I got to my parents' house. I hadn't eaten anything. So I was just like, okay, this is crazy. Like, what's going on? There was no nothing to drink in the refrigerator. There wasn't even bottled water. I didn't have anything. So I don't know, guys, this is crazy. But my alarm system is coming and I'm installing it. And then I'm installing my Ring 2 doorbell today. So I'll show you guys that. I'm leaving this camera on as well. Now this is facing this whole main level of the house. You can see it over there on the table. Maybe you can't, but it's like right there. You see it? Let's see, right there. That little black dot right there. So it can see the whole floor, and I have the motion alerts coming to my phone. But this is crazy. Like, what in the world? This is nuts. So yeah, and I pay for the higher package for the monitoring, so I can do it from my cell phone and stuff like that. So we'll see how I like it. And I pay for everything up front, so I have a lower monthly monitoring fee or whatever. I think it's like $25 a month or something like that. But I didn't want a contract, so that's what I did. So if it's not one thing, it's another. So I had to drop a grip on my alarm equipment. So that's going to push something else back. As far as the wall and the stairwell, I did the first coat before I went to my mom's house. I was supposed to do the second coat when I got back, but it was a murder scene in here, so that didn't happen. So I'm going to do that today, and I might start stenciling today. I'm not sure. I got to go to the grocery store because I have nothing. Like, I have food in my freezer, but I don't have anything like a serious adult has. I have a pimple right here. Look at this, guys. It's so annoying. But I don't have any like food in here as far as adults have in their house. So I need to go to the grocery store and get serious about my life. So I'm going to do that. But right now I'm just, I finished some laundry. I'm washing Lady's like bed thing that goes in her kennel. I just swept up the floor and everything. I need to go get her some dog food. Yeah. So we'll see what else happens today. But I'm going to really try to get a lot done on the stairwell and go to the grocery store. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey y'all. It is Friday, July 6th. I'm headed home from work. Like I told you guys yesterday, I did not make it to work on Thursday yesterday because I was tired after the 4th. Just didn't feel like it, and I was a little uneasy about that whole weird, freaky, scary experience that I had at the house. But I got confirmation that my alarm system is on its way. I hooked up my Ring doorbell last night, so I was playing around with that at work, and you know, whenever it would alert me that there was motion, you know, I could see it from my cell phone. So that was really, really cool. But I'm gonna have to turn down the motion sensitivity because whenever cars drive by, I'm getting alerts all throughout the day and stuff. So I turned it down some, but it looks like I need to turn it down a little bit more. And then I also have the security camera that I originally purchased that was facing out the window to catch the crazy predator cat. Now I have that face inside on the main level of the house. And then also my alarm system is coming with a security camera as well. So I'm gonna be able to have surveillance on 2 levels of my house. Obviously the lower 2 levels, and then the Ring doorbell pretty much gives me surveillance outside the front of the house as well. So I'm excited about that. That's going to give me a lot of peace of mind. Today is my wedding anniversary. This is our 5-year wedding anniversary. As you can see, I have a balloon in the back. There's some roses on the floor because I was pleasantly surprised by a delivery at my job, which it was a very nice gesture, but you know, you guys know. So yeah, I just addressed the elephant in the room because I know you guys can see that big balloon back there. It says happy anniversary. So what else? Just to give you guys an update, court is next week. So yeah, mentally I've been preparing myself. What else? This weekend I still have not finished that stairwell wall. I ordered all the prints that I needed because I'm gonna put the kids' photos up on that wall in black and white, so I had to order all of those. So I placed the order for those, and I already had all the frames and everything else I needed. So I have to do the second coat of gray paint and then stencil. My plan is to do the second coat of gray paint tonight and then stencil over the weekend. It should not take long to stencil, honestly. It really shouldn't, because it's just that wall. But we'll see, because it's taken me quite a long time to even start the project and get the first coat of paint up, just because I do not enjoy painting as much as my mind thinks I do when I come up with these ideas. But I cannot bring myself to pay a professional painter to come in and paint one accent wall. Like, no. If I have a room, that's something different. I've already decided that I'm paying someone to paint my master bedroom. Like, I'm not doing it. Painting, to me, it can be soothing, but it's just not for me, like, at all. And it's hard. I only have one earring on because the back of this one is loose for some reason, so I have to get another bag from the house, so I just took it off of this ear. So yeah, painting is just tiresome to me, and my arms be really tired. I don't like it. So, but with the accent walls, I don't really have a choice. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the stairwell hopefully this weekend. I need to bring some stuff upstairs from the foyer because I'm tired of looking at that foyer area. Today I looked into some doors for my coat closet and my laundry room, or laundry closet. The seller didn't put doors up because she said they were custom sized doors. I don't think they're custom sized. I just don't think she wanted to spend the money and go through the hassle of installing the bifold doors. So I looked them up online. They're about $50 each, and I would need 2 for the laundry door or the laundry opening. I don't know how much I don't know if I would put a regular door on my coat closet or a bifold door there, but that opening is smaller. And then you just have to buy like the track system or whatever, the hardware kit, so which is like 15 bucks. So that's good to know. Let's see, paint. So I had a 5-gallon bucket of the gray paint that I like to paint my house. In my previous house, I put that all throughout the house. We had 2 5-gallon buckets. One we used at the other house when we hired a professional painter to come paint everything except the top level. And the second gallon was brand new, so I brought it with me to this house, and I let the professional painters use it to paint my basement. I also used it to paint the accent wall in the eating kitchen area, and I'm also using it to paint the accent wall in the first stairwell that I'm working on now. And I don't have much paint left. I think I'll probably have enough to do the accent wall in the dining room, but other than that, that 5-gallon bucket is pretty much gone. That is the color that I also want to put in my bedroom, and also in the foyer of the house, or foyer of the house. So I think it's more economical for me to just purchase another 5-gallon bucket of it, since I know that I'm going to paint my room in the foyer that color, because I don't want to have to buy, 4 gallons of paint individually and then have to go back and get a 5th gallon. I might as well have just gotten the 5-gallon bucket. It usually comes out cheaper anyway. So but I'm not going to do that until I finish this stairwell. And then I showed you guys in my stories and also on my IG, like just a post, that my cerulean glass knot came from the gallery, and it's huge. It's like this big, so pretty. It's originally $35. I got it for $17, but I had to pay shipping because my local stores didn't have it in stock. So that's okay. I think I ended up paying 25 bucks for it after shipping, but it's okay because it's a staple piece that I really wanted. And I think I'm going to put it on one of my nightstands or my dresser whenever I get that. And what else? So now I have to find some wall art for my bedroom. I'm looking for some mirrors that are narrow to go over my nightstands, and I have to find 2 sitting chairs and a small side table. I already know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get a chandelier, just because the heat rises in my house and the air condition somehow does not, so it's really hot upstairs in the summertime, and I need my fan at night. So I think I'm gonna go with a chandelier instead of just a regular chandelier. but those are really popular right now anyway, and I can find those online. So, and then as far as the rug in that room, I wanted a cerulean color, but I don't know. We'll see if I can find one. I don't know. The hunt's still out on that one. That'll probably be the last thing that I purchase. As far as the dresser, I'm leaning towards still purchasing a dresser. The only reason I'm not is because I have the drawers, the 6 drawers from my nightstands. It's 3 on each, and I'm using that, and that's the same amount of drawers as a dresser would give me, 6. So right now I'm not hurting for drawer space, but I mean, I could get a small dresser and utilize that space as well, because I do have other things that can go in drawers. So yeah, as I start to accumulate things and put the room together, I'll decide if I definitely have to have a dresser. But right now I am leaning towards go ahead and getting it, because you know, when you have more space, you figure out a way to use it, and I think more space in drawers is better than less. So yeah. What else? I think this weekend I'm supposed to go to one of my friend's birthday dinners. My sister just invited me, my mom, and my sister-in-law out to dinner tomorrow as well. So we shall see. I don't know what the weekend's gonna bring. I don't have a lot of plans. I'll probably go help. I think the following weekend I'm going to go to my client's house to help with the installation of that dining room. Some of the stuff she ordered should be in by the 10th, which is Tuesday. So that, you know, that Saturday or Sunday, I'll contact her to see which day works best for her, or if that weekend works for her. And then stay tuned for that video, because I'm feeling really good about this transformation of her dining room. What else? I didn't tell you guys about 4th of July. 4th of July was good. Went to my mom's house. They grilled out. Held my niece for pretty much the whole time, because she's like amazing. She had on her cute little 4th of July outfit. Oh my god, it was so cute. What else? They had really good food, really good desserts, and then I came home to that scary experience. I don't know why I keep having those. Like, I have no idea, but I'm really hoping this alarm system gives me a little bit of peace of mind. I'm not used to living on my own, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, but I take pictures and try to record as much as possible, so you guys don't think I'm lying, one, or my family members, because some of the stuff I tell them, the stories are off the wall, and like their facial expressions be like, what in the world? So I just want to, you know, document that I'm not making this stuff up. So when I sent them the puddle of blood on the floor, they were like, oh no, you need to get up out of there. Like, why are we still even talking to you on the phone? Like, my cousin and my brother were on their way. Oh, they were trying to leave and come over. It was just a mess, you know. So my neighbors came over, and they're going through the they're going through the house. I told you guys, Justin had a butcher knife going upstairs upstairs in my house, and I wouldn't even go upstairs. I was like, oh no. So yeah, hopefully this alarm system will give me some peace of mind. What else? I'm trying to make my home like a smart home. So I have like a app, what do you call those things on the iPhone, where you can put multiple apps in there, like a cluster or whatever, group, whatever. So I have like a app grouping on my phone that says smart home, and I have the app for my security surveillance camera that I got off of Amazon. I have the app for my alarm, so I'm just waiting on all the equipment to come and be installed. And then I have the app for my Ring doorbell. I also want to get the Nest thermostat. It's a learning thermostat, so I want to get that. I'm pretty sure there's an app for that. And then I want to get the Amazon Echo with Alexa, which is what I got my dad for Christmas last year. The newer version, or it might be the version I got him, the newest version, allows Alexa to speak to and control the Nest thermostat. So instead of actually having to go into the app for the Nest thermostat and lower or raise the temperature in the house, you can just speak to the Amazon Echo and say, Alexa, raise the temperature to 73, and it'll automatically do it for you. So that's totally not a necessity, but it's super cool, so I want it. So I think I'm going to get the Amazon Echo with Alexa and also the Nest thermostat, but I'm trying to break up my smart home purchases because, as you know, they can be expensive. And for my alarm system, I opted to pay for all my equipment up front so that I would have lower month-to-month costs as far as I was just paying the monitoring now. So yeah, I'm thinking about adding those two things to make it a smart home. So that's pretty cool. What else? So things are unfolding with the house. I'm excited. I'll be more excited once this first stairwell gets done. The second stairwell, I already know what I want to do. I just don't know if I'm going to do it. I think in my last house, I have a video up and it's got quite a few views. What I did in my 2-story foyer in my previous home, I put the crown molding boxes with the iron wall decor up. I still have those iron wall decor or decor items. They're in Brittany's storage unit at her house. So I think I'm going to do 3 of those, like catty corner down, with the 3 trim boxes, the white trim boxes, because that second stairwell leading up to the bedrooms is much taller than the first one. Like it's like double story, so I can kind of have them cascading down. I probably can only fit 3. So yeah, I may do that. I have 6 of those iron things, but I may only use 3 of those. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of them, but I'm gonna save a lot of my home decor and stuff because I think my brother and sister-in-law are supposed to be purchasing a house or having one built or something next year, so I'll let them go through everything before I, you know, give it away or donate it. So I'll keep the rest of those iron wall decor things because I spent good money on those things. But yeah, I think only 3 is gonna fit on my second stairwell. What else? I need to get some touch-up paint from Sherwin-Williams for the paint that's on the rest of the walls in the house, because during moving and just having kids over and stuff, there's scuffs on the walls and stuff like that, and they kind of annoy me, the scuffs. So I need to just buy some touch-up paint for that, because I decided I'm not going to paint this entire house the classic silver gray by Behr, just because my kitchen cabinets are gray and it's going to clash. So that's why I opted to do accent walls. I have not decided if I'm going to paint the living room on the main level of the house gray, or if I'm just going to do gray behind the built-ins that I want to have built in. The built-in unit will be white, but the backs of the shelves, maybe I could paint those gray. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I really haven't decided on what I'm going to do in that room yet. I don't know. But I may paint it gray and then do the built-ins and leave the built-ins completely white, because I am going to do an accent wall in gray in the dining room, so the rooms will still tie in. I just don't want to bring it all throughout and do the kitchen, because my kitchen cabinets are gray and that's going to clash. So that is enough of the home updates, just to give you guys a little information on that. What else is coming up? I think that's it. I don't know. I did all my laundry this week, so I'm good on that. And my kitchen is clean. I need to go to the grocery store today. I don't know that I'm going to do that. I've been eating out for the past like 6 weeks, and let me tell you, I am not rich. This is crazy. Like, I'm honestly getting tired of eating out. And when I say eating out, I'm talking about just grabbing quick stuff. I'm not talking about restaurants, because I love that experience. Like, I'm all about that. But yo, eating out, whew, I've been eating out for 6 weeks. Crazy. I think that is about it. I may go to see my niece today because they're still at my parents' house. Tia's still on maternity leave, so, and my brother works much closer to my parents' house than where they live in Virginia. So now that she doesn't have to go to work, of course she works closer to the Virginia side, so now that she doesn't have to go to work, they spend a lot of time just crashing at my parents' house. So I may see her tonight, if not tomorrow. Stacy told me that she uploaded a new video on Harper's channel. It's a swimming video, and I uploaded a gymnastics video last week, I believe. So go check out those videos if you haven't. They're just short videos. We don't want to put a lot of long videos on her channel just yet. We just want to allow you guys to get a sense of her life basically right now, and then, you know, we'll put in more detail as we go along. But we're also planning her birthday party. She is going to be turning 2 in a couple of weeks, so excited about that. She's going to have a Minnie Mouse birthday party, so that'll definitely be on her channel as well. I'm going to I'll probably be the one to record that because I know Stacey's going to be busy and stuff. But yeah, so, and on that channel there may be like a birthday party supply haul as well, because we have to start getting the supplies together for that event. I was thinking about doing a balloon swag for that event, but I don't know. If I do, I'll do a DIY on it, but we'll see. Originally I was planning to do that when she was going to have a different type of party somewhere else. I don't know if it's necessary where she's having it now, but we'll see. What else? I am going to get Mia, my niece, a pool, because everybody else gets in the pool at my parents' house. That pool, my parents' pool it wasn't a chlorine pool, but last year I think they converted it to a chlorine pool. We don't really want to put her feet in it or put her in it. I think my brother did once, but we really don't want to put her in that just yet. Plus it's just too deep, you know. Oh, there's deer and 2 baby deer. That's cute. So we don't want to put her in that too much, so I feel like she needs her own pool with like a cover over it, like a shade or whatever, because it's really hot outside, so she can have some fun too. So I'll be on the hunt for a swimming pool for a 2-month-old basically. Pretty soon. Well, almost 2-month-old, but this weekend I'll look for one for her. What else? I think that's it, guys. So I will check back with you guys a little later. Bye.